Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to...
And the Alabama offense will take over. First and 10.
Line gets set, first down. Dropping back, it's Milroe. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the misfire, now on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On second down, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Bernard. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed.
All kinds of running room. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Fires to the right. It's gone. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning up and moving the sticks for a first down. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped him. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Back to pass, it's back. They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking to throw it again. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama!
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And he makes the extra point.
14, Georgia, 0.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Bulldogs will take over. First and 10.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. They've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Looking downfield, it's back. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On second down, he'll fire. Pulls it in, it's Bernard. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 14, Georgia 7.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got the back over the middle. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
Second down now after the sack. Back to pass, it's Milroe. It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I think quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Miller. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab, it's Henderson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking to pass on second down. Got his man quickly. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. They go to the wide receiver screen. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Let's see what they've got on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback moving. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Alabama. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Coming after it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch play?
Looking to throw, it's back. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Quarterback checking the play. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He'll start this drive firing. Feelings, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Alabama 21.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off.
Number 14, set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
On the run, fires downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a... Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense set on first down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. And he can't escape, and down he goes. A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Got it in the middle. It's Jordan.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tulane. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. If you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, trying to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
To throw, it's Jordan. Fires to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Green Wave.
How about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This defense is making life hard on the quarterback early in the game. We're only in the first quarter. They've already got a pick, and that time they swat another one away. Man, they are breaking on the ball.
Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Quarterback checking off. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Takes a shot as welcome everyone to the home of the War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dope. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Volunteers will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more.
down at the 20.
But they get him on the ground at the 20. On first down, here comes this offense. On the run, it's Holmes. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Give to the running back. The Seminoles are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Noles are moving quickly down the field. Jackson will throw. Wide open downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag that could take it to the house and make big plays.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. First down here for the offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He tries to take the top off. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Tennessee! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Number 1.
Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
7, Florida State, 0.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Tennessee 7, Florida State 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he tacks on the extra point. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Selden. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
After the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. Using his legs, it's Sampson. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, it's out! That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Man, what a break. Great job falling on the football. Great job having some awareness. But teammates there to pick him up, fall on the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Vols will have it 1st and 10. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. And it's slipped out. And the defense snatches it, and they reverse the field.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Hands it off. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Jackson gonna throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Immediately fires to the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty...
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 88.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. He's going to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Sampson. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Vols want to crank the tempo. Power football with the run. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Whew, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he zing that thing in there? To the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field, and they just didn't have it.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking down the middle. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. The 40. He'll finally go out of bounds but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Jackson will throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A strike downfield. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, no!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns.